You mentioned earlier that I've been hearing from my sources in New York who work with lots of Hispanics in New York. Hispanics love Donald Trump. I mean, it's even possible that he could win New York. He's like the New York Giants. Everybody just loves him in New York.
Well, in New York, but not in. But this is an interesting question because, and I've been asking it myself. I don't know the answer to it, but and I guess maybe it's more in play now with the exchange that he had with Ted Cruz about New York values, and he defended New York. But I've also interviewed him. I said, Donald, you leave New York, you're going to save 20 cents of every dollar you make if you move to Florida or Texas, and he's not willing to leave just for the money. And from a purely business standpoint, it would be far beneficial for him to get the hell out of here.
Maybe not. A lot of, his business is in real estate. No, in taxes, you may be right, but his business is in real estate. Real estate's very valuable. And I'd also point out that is another thing that I think drives him to his core.
But listen to me.
One thing that's been absolutely consistent about Trump, and I didn't know much about him until he won me over with that Mexican rapist speech. But I've been looking, obviously, going back, looking at old interviews and old quotes to the newspaper. And without going into details, I may write them up for my column this week. He has just always cared about America first, and American farmers, American workers, through and through, American culture. And I think part of the reason for that is it does make some logical sense. Most of the donors to the other politicians, they just want their money. They want it now. They want the cheap labor. They'll outsource jobs. With Trump, his money comes from real estate. If America goes down, his empire goes down. He is stuck here in America. America has got to be number one in the country.
In the world.
I'm not saying that this is a mercenary decision, but it's part of his being, his whole view and outlook on the world.